Hey guys, so in my last video I talked about things that I feel you should say to somebody with postpartum depression. So I started thinking that that's not always the case. You don't always get told nice things when it comes to this. So I asked some of my friends to tell me the worst thing that somebody has said to them. Whether it be a stranger, a family member, or a friend, whatever sticks out in their mind. I got hundreds of comments. It was appalling to me how much hatred and how much judgment there was. Some of the stuff was probably just them not understanding what this mother was dealing with. Some of the stuff I feel was just pure hatred. And that really upsets me. Because we're already feeling bad enough without you kicking us down. So to read some of these horrible things, I'm not even going to cover all of them. It was just shocking to me that somebody could be that mean to somebody who's already struggling. I am going to read a good amount. I will not make this video as long as the first one, but I do want to show what not to say to somebody, because this is hurtful to read. I can't imagine how it felt to be told it. Postpartum depression isn't a thing. You're just wanting attention. Get over it. Take your pills. You're acting crazy. If you really had anxiety, you wouldn't be able to leave your house to see a doctor. You need to get those crazy thoughts out of your head. You're 6 weeks postpartum. It's not possible anymore. Pull your head out of your butt. Get over it. Don't you know they can take your kids away for that? You need to control your emotions, so stop overreacting. Some people have it worse than you. Get over it. You're not a precious and unique snowflake. Get over it. You don't have postpartum depression. You just want attention and your husband's a jerk. You don't have postpartum depression. You just want attention and your husband's a jerk. Really. You know, you're not the only woman in this world who's had a baby. Our family doesn't get postpartum depression. You're just using it as an excuse to get medicated. I thought you were strong, but you're just a crybaby. Well, you don't look depressed. I will take my son away from you because you're emotionally unstable. People have been having kids for years and none of them have postpartum depression. That postpartum depression is just made up as an excuse or a way out for people who realize they didn't want kids in the first place. Come on. How does anybody think that that is okay? Just because we struggle, why does that mean at all that we don't want our kids? That is crazy, and that is hurtful, and that is stupid to say to somebody. Just enjoy these times with your baby. Don't ruin them. I wish you would just be happy. Stop taking your meds. You don't need them. It's just an illusion. Do you think the pioneer women had postpartum depression? It's all in your head. Just get over it. This woman said, I feel like I'm going crazy. And her husband said, I think you are. You're not actually depressed. You're just tired. You have a child. Not everything's about you. I was a better mom at 17 than you are at 32. Well, maybe you shouldn't have another baby. You need to get over this whole little anxiety thing. This is what happens when kids have kids. This woman was told that because she had twins, postpartum depression was just her throwing a tantrum for it not being about her anymore. How much longer do you think you're going to be going through this postpartum thing? It's getting kind of on my nerves. Postpartum depression is just because of your weight. How could you possibly feel like this when you have such a helpful husband and an amazing child? Be grateful. Are you still depressed or are you done? You're selfish. You're ungrateful. It could be worse. You're a hypochondriac. That worry doesn't go away. It's called parenthood. Get used to it. It's just the blood moon. It's causing everybody to have anxiety. It's just a state of mind. Just choose to be happy. Why can't you just pull it together? My circumstances were so much worse than yours, and I didn't end up with postpartum depression. It's from the change in the weather. Maybe some electroshock therapy would help. So you're crazy? I'm so over this service dog craze. Get over it. And this one, this one's my favorite. Maybe if you had just kept your legs closed, this wouldn't be happening. Let me make this very clear. This is not fun. Nobody's doing this for attention. Nobody should have kept their legs closed. Nobody is faking it just because you didn't struggle. Nobody's trying to make you feel bad. We are not doing this because we thought it'd be funny. We're doing this because we're struggling. So saying some stupid, inappropriate comment to us does not suddenly make it go away. None of us are going to go, oh, you're right. We're just being dramatic. So don't come to a woman that is struggling and tell her something like that. And if you're a stranger, that's bad enough. But if you are their mother, their sister, their best friend, their husband, shame on you. Shame on you. She can be struggling. She can have rage. She can be mean at times. She can be a bit inconsiderate sometimes because of what she's going through. She might not see what you're going through. But that doesn't ever give you the right to kick her while she's down. That is a heartless thing to do. It's bad enough if you're a stranger, but somebody that supposedly loves her, that's disgusting. That is absolutely, completely disgusting. If you know somebody that is struggling and you've said one of these many comments to them, do you think you're helping them? Because you're not. All you're doing is making what is already a really sucky situation that much harder. If you're their husband or their family member and you aren't supportive in that way, who are they supposed to go to? Because it sure isn't you. Think about that. When you judge them, why don't you look in the mirror? Because postpartum depression isn't an excuse, but at least she has something wrong. What's your issue? She has postpartum depression. It'll eventually go away. But when are you going to stop being hateful? When are you going to stop being a jerk? When are you going to stop being judgmental? Because that doesn't always go away. Because if somebody you love is already dealing with hateful thoughts about herself, what do you think telling her that she's a horrible mom, or that she should just get rid of the kid, or that all she's done is just screw up? That is just going to make her thoughts that much worse. All you're doing is pushing her deeper into that hole that she is already in. And by the fact you know she has postpartum depression, she's probably shown that she needs support and she needs help. So why do you think that it is okay to say something like that to anybody? Now, if what you say comes out of a place of lack of knowledge about postpartum depression, get some knowledge. And I'll give you some knowledge right here. Those comments do not help. Those comments do not give us a safe space to talk about how we're feeling. And if somebody has said those comments to you, I'm sorry. That cuts deep. But just know, it doesn't matter what they say. As long as you know you are a good person, you know that you love that baby, that baby is not unwanted, that you were the best mother that you can be at this point in time, that you strive to be better, that is all that matters. It does not matter what some hateful, judgmental, mean person says to you. That's not the truth. So don't let yourself believe it. You are a great mother. You are just struggling, but you will get through this, and you will become the mother you want to be. It does not matter what anybody's opinion is of what you're doing, what you should be doing, why you're doing something. All that matters is that you know in your heart that you have a good heart, and that you are not trying to hurt other people or bring them down. You simply just need a little extra love lately, and that is okay.